thing's starting to catch
All
on.
right.
At 7.
Okay, well, let's give him something.
Well, yesterday we said we'd be prepared with things today.
Well, who says I'm not?
Nobody?
Okay.
I mean, why do you come in here defensive already?
I'm just saying.
You're trying to be nasty to
You're making
people.
some assumptions that I was not prepared, and I am.
Well, I'm so glad. We'll get to it
Yes.
there.
Well,
By the way, if you're just joining us for the very first time, I'd like to welcome you. My name is Rick, and that is Jen. We're married. We're socially distanced. We're mentally exhausted. And we're
Depends on the day.
and we're in separate broadcast areas. I'm in the main studio. Jen is located in the Carpetbaggers Flooring Sidekick Studio.
Oh, Sidekick Studio. That's right. I keep wanting to call myself that. I'm in the sidecar.
Whatever. Sidecar,
If we
sidekick.
had a motorcycle with the sidecar, who do you think would actually sit in the sidecar?
You,
Me or
because you would never drive it.
Well,
It would never be driven because I don't know how to drive. We'd just sit out in the yard, so we could just switch out, honestly.
Okay, I think that seems fair. We could just both get our picture made in the sidecar and in the.
That's right. Today's question, by the way, what was the craziest reason you were ever late? What's the craziest reason you've given for being late?
A true reason or a lie?
Either.
Oh, okay. Well,
What about you?
I mean, usually I just tell people that I'm late, but I have had. I don't know. I don't like to be late, so I really am having a hard
Oh,
time.
I know. Good Lord. Good Lord.
I'm having a hard time
I can't
thinking
think of
about-
every time I've ever
Normally, I'm like,
been
well,
late because if you're 5 minutes early, you're late.
No, I am not like that. And obviously, I sound exactly like that.
Clearly,
Um,
now that we're putting a voice.
no.
Well, don't even talk about how you put voices with, because it's a lot worse than the one you give me.
I don't think I give you a weird voice, but it's almost like
You
on
think I
Tommy
sound
Boy.
like that?
No, remember on Tommy Boy when he's Chris Farley saying, "Oh, I think he's a nice guy," and David Spade said, "Well, he seems like a nice guy." Yeah,
Yeah.
so
So that's how
pretty
you-
much how I do you, I guess.
Well, my second question was, what sneaky method do you use to get rid of your spouse?
I don't think your methods are sneaky.
They're stinky.
Yeah, exactly. It starts with an S and ends with an E sound. Yeah.
I think I'm just going to go watch tennis now, is what she says.
Yes.
Good Lord. Have you washed your feet?
Well, yeah. Sometimes your certain shoes make your feet smell. So, yeah.
Yep. Those are the days I get to watch Andy Griffith marathons.
That's right. That's right.
Before we get to your stuff, today's National Eat a Hoagie Day, National Ants on a Log Day,
Ooh.
National Cream Filled Donut Day, National Parents Day Off.
Oh.
What were you going to say?
Parents never get a day off. How would that be possible?
Well, you could send them to school
Well, then
unmasked.
Stop. Yeah, let's just stop right there. Oh gosh.
Because the governor said there's no way I will allow the government to tell your kids what to do. I say, use your noggin, son.
Well, remember we're on happier times.
Oh
on
yeah,
this
it's
show.
National Coloring Day today.
Oh, that's fun. Adult coloring has really made like a humongous comeback.
Adult coloring,
Yeah.
like adult themed coloring books, or
Yeah, well,
coloring
one day,
for
a
adults.
friend of mine,
I mean, because I would think an adult themed coloring book would.
not adult as in R, like
Oh,
truly
okay.
things that are, have smaller spots.
Oh, so you
not
are
as
talking about that.
difficult to, yeah. But one of my friends one day was like, I'm coloring in my adult coloring book to like unwind. So she held it up and it was a man, and I was thinking exactly what you were thinking. I'm like, what is happening here? So I said, could you hold that back up one more time? And then I finally said, Is that Jason Momoa? She has a Jason Momoa coloring book. And that just got me super tickled. I think for me, if I were going to do some coloring, I would want it to be one that has like lots of tessellations or lots of like little,
Lots of what?
repeated pattern over and over and over.
I've
and
never heard that word in my life. Tessellations.
over. Okay.
That was a good word. No, that's
Thank
one I
you.
want to add to my
Well,
vocabulary.
there you go. You just
But you
use
have a
it
master's
tomorrow when
degree.
You're talking about your adult coloring. But then I start thinking, like, okay, let's say it's an adult. Remember when you were coloring with a kid, you would just try to show them how great you were at coloring in the lines
Mm-hmm.
and using multiple colors and maybe adding texture. So I'm wondering if adults are very serious about coloring, do they think that now just by themselves? Like, oh,
They probably are. It's probably
I
the
should shade this area more to make it look realistic.
I'll tell you exactly what it is. It's like 35-year-old men playing adult slow pitch softball. They play it like they're in the World Series.
Yeah,
That's probably how they color.
probably.
Like I used to love when Bradley was a kid to go to a restaurant that you could they just bring out like a sheet of
Like
that
Applebee's.
butcher top
Oh,
paper
oh, yeah.
and you just draw in color.
Well, and funny story, I remember in third grade, Bradley had a project and he had to create an animal with different adaptations. And
And tessellations.
the drawing that came back was quite advanced for
Mhm.
a 9-year-old boy.
Yeah.
And I just kept thinking, who could have helped him with this project? Not just helped,
I bet it was me.
completed the project.
It was me. It was me.
But then
And-
I say that judging McJudger pants before I
This
was
was
a
the
mom.
project. This is
That is not it.
clearly I'm advanced.
That is not it. But you know what I thought about too just now? Like that was before I was a mom. I was the teacher. And I'm like, why would a parent do the project? Okay, then
Just
I
to get
became
it over with.
Bradley's mom. He had like 5 projects in a row, I remember in the 5th grade. And one of his projects, he was just getting on my nerves so bad. I said, go to bed. I'm doing this project. And later I thought, oh, how the mighty have fallen. I mean, here I was like, oh, parents, you're robbing them of an educational
People
opportunity.
that live in glass houses.
Yes. Woo. Well, believe me, every parent out there I ever judged you, I am so sorry because it came back on me
Yep.
20-fold.
And she did a great job. It had a lot of tessellations in it and all kinds of stuff. It was freeform.
Okay, so it's
70% of ranch dressing is used on foods other than salad. Okay, now what you got?
oh, I was actually going back to the food because I was thinking about the donut, National Donut Day, whatever, cream filled. Isn't that what you said?
National Cream-Filled Donut Day.
So, do you like cream filled donuts?
I'm not a big fan of cream-filled donuts. I just like plain old glazed. I'm a regular old fella.
See. Because I don't know.
I mean, I
Something
won't
about-
turn. Look, now I say that, and
won't
I
turn it
won't
down.
turn one down.
Yeah, I'm just not a fan of those, but I can definitely celebrate with a Krispy Kreme donut and feel fine about it. The ranch, let me go back to that.
Okay.
What does not taste better with ranch on it? So, ranch is good on fries, pizza.
Yep. Ice cream,
Well, I think I actually ran out. Wings.
wings.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So it tastes good on a lot of things.
So, yep. But it really
Hidden.
does.
Here's another ranch-related fact.
Okay.
Hidden Valley Ranch is selling bags of treat-sized packets of ranch dressing to hand out on Halloween.
I think that's a great gift idea.
Bag cost. You get a bag of 30. Costs $20 plus shipping.
I mean, I just think that would be fun to have around the house. Yeah.
Just a
Just a big treat.
so
bag
have that
filled
in
with
my
ranch.
peanut M&Ms.
Yes. Those could be your secret stash.
Yeah, I love homemade ranch dressing.
It's,
It's the best. And you can eat it
best.
on all kinds of things. We
Yes.
came up with 5.
yeah.
Okay, and now on what you
lemon
had.
shrimp.
What would you have?
Okay, well, here is a little bit of sad news, but I saw that Norm Macdonald passed away today.
That was a shock to me. I had no idea
Yes.
he had been battling cancer,
Me
I guess for about
either.
9 years. But he's just, you either love him or hate him. He's an
His-
odd type.
his-
He's
yes,
very
and
dry,
his
very
sarcasm
sarcastic.
And
Yeah, I love
delivery
it.
is, I mean, just above all else.
He was always
He's
David
wonderful.
Letterman's favorite comedian.
Oh, really?
Dave loved when Norm was on the show, and then Dave, who makes rare appearances elsewhere, almost
Yeah.
not at all. I think he's done the comedians in cars thing with Seinfeld. Norm Macdonald had a Netflix kind of talk show ish, is how it could best be described, and
Okay.
Dave had been on there several times. So.
Maybe Wayne D helped him too.
Why would you? Why you gotta be
I'm so
nasty?
sorry, I'm
I don't
so
know
sorry.
why you gotta be so nasty.
But so
Sad news.
Dave really liked him.
David Letterman, yes.
Yeah. I like how I said Dave, like I'm his personal friend.
You do that a lot. You do that with Hoda and
That is true.
the whole
Lara
Today
Spencer,
Show.
my
Lyra.
other friend.
Well, I thought you were mad at Lara because she only sits at
Well,
home with her
yeah.
dog.
Well, she came back to the studio. I was like, "Come on, sis, it's time. If I'm out of my house, it's time to come on back." But
People
yeah.
are huffing onions because of a bogus Facebook meme that says it kills coronavirus.
Well, are you shocked? At least that is what does huffing mean?
Well, I know how.
Like you used to
My
huff pigs.
cousin Leonard could explain to you how to huff paint. You spray paint into a
you
paper
just
bag and then put on. So I guess same thing. Maybe those dried onions that we get.
Let's give it a shot.
Well,
just
no,
kidding.
I'm
just kidding. We'll be like Glozell on the cinnamon challenge. Do you remember that one?
Yeah. Oh, that was a
if
good
y'all
one.
did not remember Glozell doing the cinnamon challenge, you must Google it. It is so funny.
So huffing
watch that
onions
later.
is a bogus Facebook meme.
Yeah.
Don't try to
But probably safer than taking
those horse pills for
horse
worms.
farming pills. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, whatever. Thinning of
It's
the
a happy
herd.
place.
Thinning of the herd.
This is a happy place. Okay, so I have to tell you a horrible fail that I had today.
Okay.
We are getting our bathroom renovated, and it looks amazing, by the way. And today the tile went in, and this very nice, I mean, everyone has been so nice that's been working on our home. And I just assumed he was speaking Spanish to someone else, which there you go, problem right away, making assumptions. And so he's talking to me, and I'm trying in my very best to think of words I know in Spanish I can communicate with him. And finally, he says Portuguese. And I was like, I just felt so dumb. So then, of course, I look up like how to say thank you in Portuguese and all, you know, and of course, he's already left. So
Yeah,
he's
he-
probably like, this gal is the dumbest.
Here's how you say thank you in Portuguese. Just pay him whenever his job's done.
That is not true. I mean, I would love to honor him by being able to communicate in his language. So I just felt so stupid. And I thought, yeah.
Well, at least he knew that you didn't know. At least he was able to communicate that
Yeah.
he didn't understand that one either.
Yeah. Well,
Portuguese. Is that what he said? Portuguese?
he said, I'm Portuguese, but I heard in Portuguese, but I heard the Portuguese part. So I just felt really dumb. But anyway,
There's a tweet that's going viral. I know you follow tweets. Woman said that her son is sick, so her mother gave her an old bottle of Vicks Vapor Rub. And the expiration date was 1987, 34 years ago.
what? And they took it?
She said it worked great.
I bet it burned a hole right through every single thing that was wrong.
Yeah, because I imagine Vicks from 87 is...
Wow. Okay.
It's been... it's not as strong today as it was back in 87. They
But
probably had asbestos in it. back
Here's
then.
the thing. Remember that day I told you that on a call with my teammates, we started talking about like old medicinal
Mhm.
treatments and
Like
that lived out in the
lifestyle,
country.
that type thing? Yeah.
No, like things they actually took. So like one of my friends, she said you actually, when she was a kid, you would drink some turpentine if they thought you had worms. Turpentine. So then we started talking about rock and rye. Have you ever heard of rock and rye?
Never heard
Has
of it.
anyone out there ever heard of rock
Well,
and
no,
rye?
I think he used to play at Desperado, didn't he?
Well, rock and
He was
rye,
the house
I
band.
think you can actually buy it now in liquor stores, but rock and rye is like grain alcohol with pop rocks. And that is supposed to like clear up if you've got a lot of mucus in your chest, you know, everything. And I just thought, I have never heard of rock and rye. I almost want to go to the liquor store to see if they have it.
My grandmother used to always talk about making a poultice. You ever heard of a poultice?
Yeah.
Like
but a
it's
lot of
just-
times it had like whiskey or whatever.
Well,
in it.
no. This was more like a thing that you put
Compress.
together and like mud,
Yeah.
a poultice. But you didn't eat it or anything.
Right, but I
You lay it
thought
on
there
your
were still
chest.
things that had to smell because the smell was supposed to go up into your nose and everything.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Well, there you
anyway.
go. And huffing onions. People use tough onions to get rid of the coronavirus.
I mean, onions are powerful. Just chopping them sometimes I'm crying. So I cannot
It's not Vidalia.
huff them.
It's got to be those
red onions.
red
Sweet
onions.
onions.
What else you have? You just norm McDonald diet?
Well, no. I had another thing, but it's I've lost
You didn't
it.
write it down?
No.
Why?
Rickus, I have another job also. I just
Well, I appreciate you putting a little more into this.
at least I had one thing, and then it seems like I've entertained with a lot of weird stories for the past 5 minutes. So I think I've done my job.
Did you hear about Instagram?
No.
Years of internal research from Instagram have concluded that Instagram is toxic to the mental well-being of teenagers, especially girls.
You think?
Did you know that?
Well, I know from personal experience.
All has to do with image.
And I think, I mean, to be fair, I think Instagram is happier than other social media platforms, it would seem.
Like MySpace?
No, like Twitter. People are brutal on Twitter, and Facebook. But still, like now, some of the gals I follow will say, like, this one picture took me 100 takes. And I just don't think people think that through.
Well, clearly they don't have enough to do.
Well, when that's how you make your living, getting a photo.
Because we're 2 or 3, and then that's it.
2 or 3.
Sometimes 2 or 3 pictures.
Oh.
Sometimes we will have a do-over.
And
You'll be
sometimes
like,
it's just
my hair looks
funnier
crazy in
to
this one.
send the horrible picture. Sometimes that's just funnier.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's Gobstopper Day.
Really?
Did you like Gobstoppers?
Those are the ones that you could break your teeth on?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no. Remember when I was in the 6th grade, I had a lot of cavities, so I really missed the candy train.
What happened?
Well, I had a lot of cavities.
How'd your mom allow that to happen?
Well,
Did you have lice? Too?
in elementary school, yes.
You did? You had lice?
What kid didn't have lice?
I didn't have. I've never had lice.
You're lucky and blessed. And you've never had a cavity either.
Nope.
Wow. Yeah. Blessings of the Lord make one rich.
Can you say that in Portuguese?
No. I'm so sorry, sir. I am so sorry. Way to make me feel so down.
Well, we promise we'll be prepared tomorrow. You'll just give us one more day here on the big broadcast.
There you go. And it's Would You Rather Wednesday.
And tomorrow's Would You Rather Wednesday.
Yep.
Oh, Bob Sanders says rock and rye is sold in liquor stores. Had fruit
Okay.
peels in it, and it is used for medicinal purposes.
Yep.
My grandmother used to have something in the closet used for medicinal purpose.
Yeah.
It was peach wine.
Right. Well, I remember one
and
time.
cooking. Medicinal and cooking.
Yeah. That cooking wine doesn't have an effect. But I remember I had Bradley with me at Target one day, and the guy, I had a big bottle of NyQuil, and he said, "Oh, is he not feeling well?" I said, "No, I need him to go to sleep." And he was like, "No judgments." And I thought, yeah, medicinal purposes. Mom needs
Bradley was on to you after a while, though.
Yeah.
He wouldn't take any medicine
No.
from you.
Mm-mm.
You were constantly trying to wipe that boy out.
Let's not say constantly, but
Benadryl.
was I trying to encourage him to go to sleep? Yes. Yes, I was. Who knows? Rock and rye might do the trick.
I hadn't seen Rock and Rye in a while. I bet he's old now. He was the house band at Desperado back in the day.
I wish like Desperado could reopen for like one night.
It
only.
does. It's called the Honky Tonk Saloon up in Latson. It opens every day.
Well, okay, we should go
And
there
it's still
one
like
night.
1993
Yeah, I
there.
would love
Jean
that.
jackets, that
I
guy
would
that looks
love
like
that.
Travis Tritt.
That sounds wonderful to me. The boot scoop.
All right.
Reminiscing. Okay, we hope everyone has a wonderful cream-filled donut day. Was that really it? And parents'
That was
night
everything
off.
I brought.
Parents' night off day. I mean, who would call Parents' Day off a holiday? There is just no way. That really bothers me that someone would even presume that we could say that.
Well, I'll send a note to them.
Yeah, let them know.
People that do the calendar.
Let them know. And the holidays. I do not approve of this one. All right, I do think that's it. Time to
I
eat.
think there's one more thing.
Got to make some spaghetti, Rickus. Time to make the
Oh,
spaghetti.
okay, then yeah, we out. Bye.
Burr, burr, burr.